What are those? Some tasty treats? Miss Ava and Mr. Chili, are those some tasty treats? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Looks like the weather is kind of matching the mood today. Overcast, cloudy, a little cooler. We had some little kind of drizzling earlier. Obviously, today is a unique day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We're actually remembering one of our former residents, Serval Mesa. And I thought it'd be appropriate for us to come and hang out with Ava and the Peppers, who are also Serval residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, to check in with these three. Obviously, remember and honor Mesa's 16 years here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. 16 years, quite the jump from Jalapeno in the back. Hey, good afternoon, Pandora. Thanks for expressing your condolences regarding Miss Mesa. Hey, Ellen, thanks for joining us. Hey, Rachel, good afternoon to you too. Now, Ava and the Peppers, they may be in Wildcat Pines, where a majority of our bobcats live. They may be living in a bobcat habitat with amenities that are built for bobcats to enjoy, and they may be African servals and may not be well known for utilizing vertical space. But one thing you can always count on Ava and the Peppers doing is walking around their skywalks and enjoying their afternoon. I think we're going to see a big jump. That's a big leap for a little kitty. Yeah, he says, I'll go down first. I'll go down first. Go through some more comments here and welcome everybody for joining us today on kind of gloomy Wednesday for two reasons. Not only is the weather kind of gloomy, but we are remembering Serval Mesa. And, you know, unfortunately, if you guys have been following the Wildcat Sanctuary for some time, the loss of a cat is something that we're not unfamiliar with. And that's one of the things that comes with the rescue business is we're often taking in cats that are geriatric or senior cares, or we're taking in cats for the entirety of their life. So for a cat like Mesa, who lived all the way to 17 years old and was showing symptoms that are attached to being a geriatric cat, like those elevated renal values, as well as some stomach issues that she's consistently been having, it's just really amazing the amount of care that these cats get over the period of time that they spend here. And we can't control the lives that they had before coming here to the Wildcat Sanctuary, but we can control the lives that they have here at TWS. And just kind of as I mentioned, it's controlling the loss of a cat can be difficult. We are going to do everything within our power to make sure that our residents are staying happy and comfortable during our Wild at Heart life. But like I said, saying goodbye is a big part of it, and can be a special part of it too, especially when you've granted that cat a new compassionate life and they've been able to live it and take advantage of it. It really can be something special. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get a hiss? I was being a little too serious, Miss Ava. I was being a little too serious. I'm going to give you a treat, and then I got to go through some comments to welcome everybody and acknowledge everyone's comments. I threw it right here, pretty lady. Yeah, it's over here in the grass. There it is. I got one for you too, Jalapeno. There we go. Everybody's got treats. All right, let's look at some comments here. Nancy D, I'm so sorry for the loss of Mesa to all of you. Thanks for that, Nancy. I really appreciate that. Brenda P, thanks for joining us. Hey, good afternoon to you too, Kendra Ditto. Hi, Susan M. Hey, Sydney Logan. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Erica Thompson, does the caretaker spend hands-on time with these guys? Erica, the simple question to that is no. A more elaborate answer would be no, and the reason for that is we are a no-contact facility here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I'm sure one of our lovely followers can provide you a link to our website where you can learn why we're a no-contact facility. But kind of the long and short of it is many of our cats are coming from exploitive means, be it cub petting or photo opportunities with these cats. The last thing we'd want to do is perpetuate the idea that that is something that is okay and that we condone, because very simply it's something we not. It's the very reason that there are so many cats in captivity. So that was just one portion of the answer, and the second portion is obviously it is very dangerous coming into contact with a wildcat. Even a small serval like this, with the claws and teeth that Mother Nature has endowed it, it will certainly do some damage. So like I said, the long and short to your answer, Erica, is no. Hey Chantel, thanks for your message. Rest in peace, Mesa. Lisa Kennemore, hey Judson, and all the sweet peppers. So sorry to hear about Mesa. Thank you for that, Lisa. And Mesa, another reason why I wanted to come over here and spend some time with the Peppers is that Mesa, along with her brother Rio and mother Kira, were actually rescued from someone who was, oh thank you for the hisses, actually rescued from someone who was wanting to breed servals for profit. And just like Ava and the Peppers here, that's the situation that they were rescued from a backyard breeder. They're actually living in a trailer. And it's just one of the many cruel things that's associated with the ownership of these servals, is that they need to be bred. People need to keep up with the demand of these exotic cats to be sold as pets. And it's unfortunate that many of the calls that we received, Tammy kind of touched on it in the memorial that she did on Mesa, many of the calls that we received comprise of Savannah or Bengal calls, but I'd probably say coming in a close third would be serval calls. And servals, as you guys know, are the unfortunate victims of the exotic pet trade, and people thinking that they're an okay idea to own as a pet with those cool spots and patterns. They have that exotic look, but those wild tendencies. Ava, are you still rooting around for more treats, pretty lady? Are you still rooting around for more treats? Nadia, thanks for filling some of the others in. Mesa had lived at the sanctuary for 17 years. She came to TWS, or excuse me, she was 17 years old. She came to TWS when she was just 1 year old. So 16 long years. That's 16 years that she had sponsors looking over her, 16 years that she had our dedicated care staff caring for her and making sure that she had every need taken care of, and 16 years of love and support from you guys. It's just absolutely amazing what is made possible with your support here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. In a 16 compassionate years for Miss Mesa, that is truly incredible. Pandora commenting, I never realized their tails were so short and thick. Yeah, definitely. A little bit more kind of bushy, and just like your domestic cat, when they feel threatened or perturbed, they'll kind of fluff up their tail and kind of make their profile a little larger. But Ava is again reinforcing why she makes an inappropriate pet. You can imagine that would be something like your couch or a piece of furniture. And that is Miss Ava soiling on what is a toy, but could be a potential piece of furniture or a sofa. The marking associated with servals is what you would expect. They're a wild animal. They're going to be marking to establish their territory. They don't discriminate whether it's a couch, carpet, rug, bed, you name it. What do you think, Miss Ava? Is that Belle back there? Is that Belle? Or is that Chili? I can't tell. That's how. I got one more treat for you, pretty boy. I got one more treat, but here comes Mama. Here comes Mama. Always the affectionate serval hisses. Just catching up on some comments here, everyone. Thanks for your message regarding Mesa, Sherry. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of Mesa. If you're just joining us, everyone, kind of a somber day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary after we had to say goodbye to one of our Serval residents, Serval Mesa. She lived a long 17 years, 16 of them here at the Wildcat Sanctuary after being rescued for someone who was trying to breed servals for profit. And as we always do, we kind of like dedicating the entire day to our residents, big or small. They all had an impact on all of us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And so that's what we're doing, hanging out with Ava and the Peppers and learning about their story and how similar it is to Mesa's, who was going to be exploited and sold on the exotic pet market. And as you guys saw, kind of walking through Small Cat Track yesterday, learning about how many of those residents were either coming from surrendered by private owners who had purchased them as pets, or from people who have surrendered them after being confiscated from breeding situations. Hey, girly. Little Miss Ava. Yeah. Hey, Sheila, I wanted to talk about that. Thanks for your comment. Mesa was an artist. Let me see if I can find that again, because she certainly was. Mesa was an artist. It's no wonder she felt like she was a model when the camera came out. That is how apropos, Sheila. So that was another thing that I really liked that Tammy pointed out, and I can identify with Mesa and just how photogenic she is as the photographer here at TWS. And Mesa always knew how to strut her stuff on the catwalk and was one of our most picturesque cats. When she knew that she needed to put on her blue steel, a little Zoolander reference, she would. Are you looking for just one extra treat, crazy girl? I got one for you. All right. But another thing that Mesa was excellent at, besides her beautiful looks. Oh, here you go. Yeah, there it is, behind you. Although, one more. Chili's gonna come and get it. Chili's gonna come and get it. There you go. But Mesa loved to paint. Man, there were some excellent photos of her in her younger years when she'd enjoy. She may not use a brush like a traditional artist, but she'll use her cheeks and so forth, and would rub all over her little canvases with our plant-based tempura paint. And so those were special memories that we're always going to be able to cherish about Miss Mesa, and something that Tammy was sure to include in her memorial via our e-newsletter, and we actually just shared a post on Facebook regarding Mesa's artistically inclined nature. Yeah, you big goofball, So for the most part, during this live post, we've been seeing Ava, Chili, Hal. And Miss Belle is the only female of the group, Ava being the mother, I should say, but the only female of the siblings. And Miss Belle is a little bit more, not as keen about people than her siblings and mother. But you guys know us best. It's all about the individualized care. I see Belle hanging out in her shift. I'm not going to go back there. I just don't want to disturb her, because usually if I go back towards her shift, she'll kind of buzz out into her indoor bedroom or out in the yard here while I'm around. She certainly loves taking advantage of her yard when I'm not around, Ava. But like I said, we don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, but I'm glad we've been able to spend some time with these three knuckleheads regardless. Isn't that right, Isn't that right? Belinda D, food. That's all they wanted. That's right. You've heard me say this before. If our cats could talk, they would say one word and one word only. Food. And I think that's probably consistent with your domestic cats at home as well. Food. I know my kitty was waking me up this morning because she wanted her breakfast. See if I can find a good angle here. Ava and the Peppers always patrolling around. You guys saw the demolition that we've had. I'd say that if anything, none of the cats have been too insecure about the noise. I'd honestly say that they've almost been curious about what's going on. Intern Melody has been having a lot of fun with the puns, calling all of the cats supervisors, P-U-R-R. And I think I agree with that sentiment, Miss Ava. I think I agree with that sentiment. Yeah. Yeah, everybody. I'm going to make kind of a little half circle around Wildcat Pines here to see if we can see any other kitties. Just want to welcome everyone again to the live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Kind of like I mentioned, and maybe you guys have seen, a little bit different of a day here and a little bit more of a somber live post as we're remembering and celebrating the life of Serval Mesa, who recently passed here at TWS. Mesa lived a long and exceptional 16 years here at TWS after coming here when she was just 1 year old. And it's really been a special day of honoring and remembering her, and I appreciate everyone reaching out in the comments, not only on this post, but some of the other posts that we've made today. It's always amazing to see how generous everybody is with sharing a helping hand when times get tough. How about you, Mr. Belvedere? We haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thought I could zoom in on him. I'll go over here and we'll hang out with Mr. Belvedere. I'm going to make sure I haven't missed anybody's comments. Yeah, I'm staying all the way over here, pretty boy. Yeah. Yeah. Now let me check in on some comments. Nadia is asking, when are we going to meet Melody on a live post? Ooh, we will have to meet Melody soon. We're actually going to get her behind the reins here on a live post. You guys know how things go. Life gets busy. We've had Tigerthon and some other priorities that she has taken up as a media intern here at TWS, and we'll certainly be kind of handing off the torch to her on the live post kind of area here soon enough. Ellen Simmons saying construction enrichment. Ooh, Hinyata, that's a early wake-up call, is remarking about how my domestic wakes me up to be fed. Hinyata saying mine wakes me up at 5:30. Oofda. Belinda, that's a little easier. You're saying yours only sleeps until 7 a.m. Everybody remarking how beautiful. Oh man, Judson, I don't even have a cat in the screen, Mr. Belvedere. Everybody was remarking just how beautiful Ava and the Peppers are. And as cats that were bred and unfortunately destined to be sold on the exotic pet market, it's really not hard to see where the appeal comes. Look at Francis behind him stretching. Where the appeal comes and just how easy it is, just by the aesthetic appeal of cats like servals, how easy it is for people to be misinformed and misled into thinking that it could be an ideal pet to own, when in reality we know that that's just not the case. With almost all of our serval residents and many of our other residents coming to us as failed pets. Hey, pretty boy. Is that your favorite spot, Autumn? Is that your favorite spot, pretty boy? Yeah. Well, everyone, I'm glad we got to touch base on a live post here, and I got to share Miss Mesa's story, and we are going to continue and honor her for the rest of the day. Like I said, I really appreciate everyone who's already come forward. It means so much to Tammy and the staff and interns. You guys, really have to understand that oftentimes I'll point out the staff and interns to go through the comments And look at what you guys are saying, and look at all the support that you guys are offering us on tough days like this. So really, it's not going in a box and disappearing forever. When you guys reach out and say we're thinking of you, we're here for you, it goes a long way for us. So thank you everyone again for tuning in today, and thank you all for remembering Mesa and giving her the life that you did here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.